I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
When the news broke that Melania Trump was pursuing a $50 million defamation lawsuit against The View, many within the network dismissed the initial whispers as yet another controversy that would soon blow over. After all, The View had long thrived on bold statements, spirited debates, and the occasional inflammatory comment. A barbed remark or two about a public figure was par for the course, even if that figure happened to be a former First Lady. However, as rumors escalated into legal action, it became clear that this time, things were different. What started as a casual conversation on air had turned into a full-blown crisis that would ultimately threaten the very existence of the show.
I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate, it's not acceptable, and I was surprised.
The tensions began weeks prior when co-host Sunny Hosten commented on Melania Trump's personal history during a live segment. Drawing from unverified rumors circulating on social media, Sunny presented what she believed to be a straightforward expose. Though the segment moved quickly onto other topics, her comment stood out to some producers as a potential misstep. While audiences might forget such remarks within days, it became clear that Melania Trump and her legal team had not. The turning point occurred when a letter arrived at ABC's legal department hinting at Melania's intention to take formal action. Though the letter did not explicitly confirm that legal action had been initiated, the network's attorneys immediately recognized the seriousness of the threat. Within days, updates poured in, confirming that Melania's team had not only moved forward with the lawsuit, but was pursuing a jaw-dropping $50 million in damages. The staggering figure caused widespread alarm among the show's staff, leading to frantic efforts to minimize potential fallout.
And I remember when I was 7, my uncle was in front of me, and our family never talked.
Producers began meticulously combing through transcripts of Sunny's comments, examining whether any other co-hosts, such as Whoopi Goldberg or Joy Behar, had added fuel to the fire. Meetings that were once casual hallway discussions turned into hushed gatherings in soundproof offices. The producers' worst fears were confirmed when it became clear that Sunny's remarks had strayed into legally precarious territory. Though co-hosts like Joy and Whoopi were known for their off-the-cuff humor, there was an immediate push to rein in such commentary. The show's trademark outspokenness was suddenly replaced with an air of caution that felt foreign to both the staff and its audience. Sunny, known for her confident demeanor, initially dismissed the idea that her comments could spark such a crisis. She had built her career on candid opinions and believed her remarks were no different than the show's usual style of provocative commentary. However, as producers and legal advisors began to emphasize the gravity of the situation, Sunny's confidence started to waver. She realized that if her statements were found legally actionable, it could have repercussions far beyond her career, potentially endangering the future of the entire show. The show's energy shifted noticeably as the specter of legal action loomed. Topics that might previously have been addressed with humor and boldness were handled with measured caution. Producers frequently pulled segments at the last minute, replacing them with lighthearted features or celebrity interviews designed to avoid controversy. Viewers began to notice the change, with many taking to social media to comment on the show's sudden politeness. The lively debates that had made The View a daytime television staple were noticeably absent, replaced by an atmosphere of anxious restraint. As the lawsuit gained traction, Melania Trump's legal team began a calculated media campaign.
My parents, I'm not saying that just because they're here.
They framed the lawsuit as a stand against defamation, emphasizing that the show's commentary had crossed the line from opinion to harmful misinformation. This narrative resonated with many members of the public who viewed Melania's actions as a firm rejection of reckless media behavior. Public sentiment began to shift in her favor, with some polls showing a growing sense of sympathy for the former First Lady. Critics of The View seized on the controversy, using it as an opportunity to call out the show's perceived bias and tendency toward sensationalism. Behind the scenes, tensions among the co-hosts reached a boiling point, while Whoopi Goldberg attempted to maintain a neutral stance, advocating for thoughtful handling of the allegations.
I saw that he didn't seem to matter to the police.
Joy Behar struggled to balance her comedic instincts with the weight of the situation. Sunny, at the center of the controversy, faced increasing scrutiny from both her colleagues and producers. In private moments, she defended her comments as grounded in public discourse rather than personal attacks, but the mounting pressure was evident. The breaking point came during a particularly fraught episode where a producer suggested issuing a public apology or clarification to mitigate further damage. Sunny resisted, citing her right to express opinions freely. freely. The disagreement spilled into a heated confrontation backstage, witnessed by a number of staff members. While Sunny stood firm in her belief that apologizing would be tantamount to admitting fault, others urged her to consider the broader implications for the show. The tension reached its peak during a live broadcast that quickly spiraled out of control. A planned discussion on media ethics veered dangerously close to referencing the ongoing legal drama. Despite frantic signals from producers to change the subject, Sunny brought up the broader issue of how lawsuits can be used to silence criticism. Her remarks, though indirect, were immediately interpreted as a veiled reference to Melania's lawsuit. The atmosphere on set grew increasingly uncomfortable, with Joy attempting to diffuse the situation through humor, only to inadvertently add to the tension. The fallout from the broadcast was immediate. Social media erupted with speculation about the implications of Sunny's comments, and the network's legal team scrambled to assess the potential damage. Executives at ABC convened emergency meetings to discuss the show's future, ultimately deciding to put The View on an indefinite production hiatus. Though officially framed as a break to reevaluate the show's direction, insiders recognized it as the beginning of the end. As news of the hiatus broke, the impact on the staff was profound. Longtime employees, from producers to camera operators, found themselves suddenly out of work. Many expressed frustration with the network's handling of the situation, feeling that they had been abandoned in the face of mounting legal pressure. Sunny, grappling with guilt and frustration, struggled to reconcile her role in the controversy with her belief in the importance of free speech. Melania Trump's legal team, meanwhile, continued to make their case in the court of public opinion. They portrayed the lawsuit as a necessary step to protect her reputation, arguing that unchecked media commentary had real-world consequences. While critics accused Melania of using her influence to stifle dissent, her supporters framed her actions as a courageous stand against defamation. The cancellation of The View sent shockwaves through the television industry. Rival talk shows, which had long admired the program's ability to tackle divisive issues, began reevaluating their own approaches to controversial topics. Many feared that the lawsuit had set a precedent that could discourage open dialogue, while others viewed it as a long overdue reckoning for sensationalist media practices. For the co-hosts, the aftermath of the cancellation was bittersweet. Joy Behar released a statement reflecting on the show's legacy, emphasizing the importance of preserving spaces for candid discussions. Whoopi Goldberg expressed disappointment at the abrupt end, but remained optimistic about the possibility of creating new opportunities for dialogue in the future. Sunny, however, bore the brunt of the public and professional fallout. Though she maintained her belief in the validity of her remarks, the weight of the controversy left her grappling with the impact on her career and relationships. The broader implications of the lawsuit continued to be debated in the months following the cancellation. Legal experts weighed in on the challenges of balancing free speech with accountability, while media analysts examined the role of talk shows in shaping public discourse. For many, the case served as a cautionary tale, highlighting the fine line between candid commentary and defamation. In the end, the saga of The View and Melania Trump's lawsuit underscored the complexities of navigating the modern media landscape. It was a reminder that even the most established platforms are not immune to the consequences of their words. As the industry continues to grapple with these challenges, the legacy of The View serves as both a warning and an inspiration, a testament to the power of open dialogue and the risks that come with it.